old lady gassed me up too. She said, I see you showing off your little guns. Well, your big guns, actually. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, grandma can get it out this bitch. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah. YouTube, what's good? Back with another video. Live from the gym, just leaving that bitch. Man, I had a great workout. I did a whole upper. I didn't even do push, pull, nothing. I did upper. So I did shoulders, back, traps, chest, fucking bis and tries. I feel amazing. I feel like I can flip a car over right now. I feel amazing. How about you? Did you go to the gym today? I hope so. But today I want to talk to y'all right quick about fuck being average, nigga. Fuck being average. Fuck being average. I live to go into the gym and see motherfuckers getting after it. Like really, like motherfuckers that's in there really getting after it. Dudes in there that's swole, shredded the fuck up. Girls in there waist snatch, doing more than just legs. Like they doing pull-ups and shit. They doing bench press. I live to see that kind of shit. Cause it lets me know that it's other motherfuckers that despise the thought of just getting by, just being ordinary. Just being ordinary, just being average. It's other people in there with a drive like me to get after it. And it gives me that drive to try to be even more extraordinary than the people that I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? Because they being, that's all it is, extraordinary. They being more than ordinary. They being more than average, bro. And I live for that. Because I know there's other motherfuckers out there that's just as psychotic as me. And yes, being above average, being not average, being extraordinary is gonna take you to be psychotic. Or at least that's how they're gonna view you in the average world, right? And the reason I say fuck being average, like I don't have nothing against it, but when you have the possibility and you have the drive, the ambition, you have the life to live, to be more than average, to be the best that you could possibly be. Do you think the best version of yourself is average? Do you think the best version of you is average? If you say yeah, then that's, you know, that's you, whatever. But I doubt that the best version of you has topped off at average, has topped off at ordinary, mundane, mediocre. I doubt that. And the only thing is just not doing what the average person does. Do you know what let's play a little game, right? Do you know where the average person, the top food spot for the average person is? Right? You got that answer in your head? Next, do you know what the top beverage is? The top beverage of the average person is in America? Right? You got that? Do you know what the top alcoholic beverage is? Let me split that up. Do you know what the top wine is for the average person? Do you know what the top beer is for the average person? Right? Don't think too hard. Somebody should pop right into your head. Food spot, McDonald's. Drink, Coca-Cola. Wine, that was a test, because it's that shit, Francesca or whatever, that shit come in a box. The shit that come in a box, right? And I think the beer is fucking Budweiser or Bud Light, one of them shits. But I don't drink beer no more because it's too much bloating. But that's neither here nor there. But that's what the average person consumes. And then you see what the average build of Americans is. Obese, overweight, out of shape, suffering some ailment internally or externally. Do you think that person is living up to their fullest potential? Fullest potential. I'm not even talking about them. They might have a good job. They might be making a lot of money. But a lot of money doesn't equal you reaching your fullest potential. Right? So that's why I say, it's always, the point of it is always striving to be the best version of yourself. Self-improvement, right? Self-improvement. With that just being said, if you even here in this space on these channels and shit like that, you are already in the mindset to not being average, to wanting to be more than what you already are, because what you already are isn't yielding you the results that you want. Right? You know how many books the average person reads a year? Just take a guess. On average, 1.5. 1.5 books. 1.5. That means they read a book, and I'm not even talking, you don't even know the length of the book. They read a book, and then they skim through another book. 1.5, right? Average. That's the average. That's crazy, right? Now, do you know what the average of the extraordinary, do you know the average number of books the extraordinary people read? 60. 60. I'm talking about the Bill Gates, the Warren Buffetts, the motherfuckers that got the wealth, that create the world, that have all the affluence. 60 books on average. Do you see the gap between that? That is crazy. That's crazy. And you know where all that time, and you know where all our time goes to? Instead of reading books, where does it go to? TV, social media, all the distractions and programming that's put out there. You know, I used to think it was just always somebody just saying it because it sounded cool. Like, y'all too distracted, it's distractions. And then sit there and think about it. It really is the distractions. Like those tools like social media and the YouTube and stuff, like that's good to utilize for positive. But a lot of people, the average person is not using it to benefit their lives, to use it as a tool as it is. They're using it for entertainment. They're using it for entertainment and things of that nature. And I just read somewhere that the formula for success is, well, the formula for gathering intel, right, is E over E, right? E over E equals the success you'll start to see, right? Entertainment over education, right? Entertainment over education. On average, most people watch enough TV throughout the year. It said for a person, this average person watches enough TV to be able to watch it for 2 months straight. Out of a 12-month year, enough TV to watch it for 2 months straight without break. That's crazy. And then don't even read enough books to even put a blip on the calendar. That is crazy. And then we sit there and wonder why we can't get ahead. We stuck behind. It's too hard to read. And I'm like, God, yeah. And that's why I say fuck being average. Because anytime I hear something's hard or hear something is fucking challenging, I start foaming at the mouth, because it gives me a chance to impose my will and to break away from the crowd, right? Even amongst the people that's trying to be extraordinary. Like, I start foaming and chomping at the bit to get into some shit that is complicated, that is challenging for even some of the best people. Prime example, I just started doing these runs in the morning. I started the 30th, so that's 2 days ago. What's the day, the 1st? Yeah, so I started on Thursday. And at that first run, bro, it was cold as a bitch. I'm talking about yesterday, it was like 20-something degrees outside this fucking one, freezing fucking cold. Did a run right after my workout, so I'm wet, cold underneath. Did about 1.5 miles, freezing fucking cold. Did it again today. Today was a little bit, whoa, it was still cold as shit, but it was warmer than yesterday. But it was raining this morning too. Got out there and got after it. I channeled my inner David Goggins. But just as I'm running and suffering through the bullshit, listening to my audiobooks in the rain, I'm just thinking like, ain't nobody else doing this shit. And I know they're not doing it. You know why? Because I'm the only motherfucker outside right now. Ain't no cars, ain't shit on the road. Ain't no cars, ain't no lights. It's just me. It's just me and rain and pain. So you gotta try to do I said that to say, you gotta try to do the shit that other motherfuckers don't want to do, refuse to do. That's what's gonna separate you from the pack. That's what's gonna separate you from the pack. Right? I'm still tripping off the book shit. A 1.5 book is the average American. You know how many books I read in November? 13. 13 books in November. The average person read 1. Had a motherfucker sit there and be like, you ain't reading all them books. Nigga, let's just say you're right. What are you doing? Motherfuckers be so quick to talk shit. Are you reading books? And I don't even read my book. I listen to them shits. The same way, that's the advantage, right? This is the trick I've been doing lately. What do you have to do? What are the 2 things that you're gonna do more often than not in a day? You're gonna go to work, you're gonna drive to work, and you're gonna be at work. So during those 2 things, what do? I listen to audiobooks. I listen to audiobooks all day. Because the same time I could be sitting there listening, watching videos on YouTube, listening to podcasts, I'm listening to books. Listening to books. And you want to know a secret too? You want to know a secret? There's almost a fucking book for everything, my nigga. Every fucking thing. There's almost a book for every fucking thing. Money, people's lives, investing, real estate, sex, bitches. It's a book for every fucking thing. But don't nobody want to go search for the information. They'd rather get it for free. Because that's one thing about Audible. You're going to have to pay a subscription. You're going to have to pay a subscription. And that right there in itself is not average. The average person don't got Audible. The average person don't got MyFitnessPal. Why? Because all them shits cost money. Cost money, but yeah, you get the average person ain't tracking their meals. The average person ain't reading books. The average person ain't tracking their budget. The average person fat and out of shape. The average person ain't getting sex regularly. I will not be that person. I don't want you to be that person. Because like I said before, the best version of you is not average. The fullest potential of you is not average. I don't believe that. If you believe that, that's you. But I don't believe that for you, and I don't believe that for me. So that's why I say, fuck being average. You can do more. Unlock your full potential. Alright? I ain't want to start spazzing and get into a rant like that, but it really just came to my mind as I was leaving the gym with a great pump. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Until next time, it was WolfgangPeak. It's Wolfgang Lifestyle. And I'm out.